Hey guys, Abby Johnson here. So I was laying in bed today and I'm scrolling through the news and I see this headline that just catches my attention. I read the article and I thought, oh my gosh, this is something that I have to share with everybody. Everybody has to know about this article and what's happening at this school in Seattle. Here it goes. Here's the headline. Seattle school cancels Halloween parade because it marginalizes students of color. You heard that right. Okay, so here we go. The decision to cancel the pumpkin parade, obviously, just the phrase pumpkin parade immediately makes me think racist, racist, racist. Okay. The pumpkin parade, where students can dress up in Halloween costumes, came from the racial equity team at Benjamin Franklin Day Elementary School. After 5 years of discussion, they have been discussing whether or not they should pull the racist pumpkin parade for 5 years. I mean, they haven't been talking about like student success or crappy standardized testing or anything, but the pumpkin parade has been a hot topic for 5 years. Okay, so it says, in alliance with Seattle Public Schools' unwavering commitment to students of color, specifically African American males, the staff is committed to supplanting the pumpkin parade with more inclusive and educational opportunities during the school day, the statement said. Now just wait until you hear about the new opportunities that they are going to be providing instead of the pumpkin parade. You won't want to miss it. Okay, so the principal goes on to say that Halloween is a very complex issue for schools. And he agrees that this event has marginalized students of color, and that several students have historically opted for an alternate activity in the library while the pumpkin parade took place. It's hard for me to even believe that this is a news article in the New York Post, but this is where we are. He says this was an isolating situation and not consistent with our values of being an inclusive and safe space for our students, especially students of color and those with a sensitivity to all the noise and excitement of the parade. Y'all, that pumpkin parade was lit, L-I-T. It was lit. There was so much noise. Some people were like, la, 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 can't stand it. Got to go into the library where it's quiet. Okay, so then instead of the pumpkin parade, we've got much better things for the students to do, like they're going to partake in inclusive fall events, like thematic units of study about the fall. Thematic units about study about the fall, pumpkin parade. Definitely thematic units of study about the fall, for sure. And also they're going to be reviewing autumnal artwork. What kid doesn't want to do that? One parent, I feel like, who was quoted in the article, really summed this thing up entirely. David Malkin, whose 7-year-old son attends the school. Now remember, this is an elementary school, called the decision a, quote, exercise in affluent white vanity that is wokeism. He says, I don't see any way in which this actually addresses any inequities to the extent that there are any inequities. You know, this just seems like grandstanding on behalf of the principal and the staff who are, you guessed it, predominantly white. Malkin, who is Asian, said parents were not involved in the decision. He says, I'm sure they don't want to hear from anyone of any race or ethnicity that doesn't really want to go along with them in lockstep. Now, the only thing I really want to say about this, I mean, besides like how ridiculous this is that I remember growing up and there were people in my school, there were Jehovah's Witnesses that in particular, I remember because I had some friends that were Jehovah's Witnesses. They did not go to the pep rallies. Lots of noise also in the pep rallies too. They did not go to the pep rallies. They did not celebrate birthdays with us, like people bringing cupcakes. They wouldn't do that. They didn't do Christmas parties. They didn't do stuff like that, right? But that didn't mean that we pulled it for everybody just because some people didn't participate in it. There are many, many Christians who do not celebrate Halloween, okay? But just because there are some Christians that don't celebrate Halloween and instead they do like trunk or treat or they do the alternate fall festival or whatever, that doesn't mean that we like pull it for everybody, right? We wouldn't dare. we wouldn't dare do that for Christians. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It doesn't make any sense. And since when did Halloween start marginalizing people of color? Plenty of people of color celebrate Halloween. I don't understand this. Like, I've never known this. I've never known Halloween to be a racist holiday. Why is everything racist? Since when is Halloween racist? These are the questions we need answered. It's like white people, liberal white people are making everything racist. And I'm not sure when it's going to end. I love Halloween. I love dressing up as Halloween. And I wish that these woke white people would stop messing up things that we like. That would be great.